Welcome all my friends to an amazing adventure of the Justice League where the beautiful Amazon warriors try to eradicate all the men from the face of the earth. And will they succeed in their quest? Let's find out, shall we? Everything begins at the Gotham Biotech when a second Injustice gang, including Copperhead, Shade, Solomon Grundy, Star Sapphire, and the ninja Sukuri, break in, led by an imposing blonde woman. Much like the Wonder Woman Diana, she also looks like an angel from heaven. The woman charms the group into doing her bidding and they obey like little kids. They break in and fight off the security guards, and finally, the vault is opened by Star Sapphire. The mysterious woman removes a small plant culture from a secure vault, but little do they know that all this time, the Dark Knight has been watching them. While trying to escape, the Injustice gang are confronted by Batman. He manages to beat most of the gang easily, although Tsukuri gives Batman quite the hard time, but when he reaches the woman, she defeats him easily and knocks him unconscious. After the woman defeats Batman, she walks away and the Dark Knight is left with the necklace he latched from her neck during the fight. In a Gotham department store, the Wonder Woman is wandering. She is frankly baffled by the fashions in vogue among modern women and confidently turns down the amenities since she doesn't need them. Coming out of the store, she witnesses a rude behavior of a man and teaches him a lesson on how to respect women. Soon, Batman finds her and tells her about the break-in, insisting that the woman's strength and a piece of jewelry he grabbed off her marks her as an Amazon. Diana says that's impossible, as she's the only Amazon who's left Themyscira. After the Injustice gang escaped from Batman at Gotham Biotech, they assemble at Arisia's hideout. Arisia is the mysterious lady who leads them in all these quests. She tells the group their assignments and they all agree at once since they plan to rob the Gotham Gem Depository. But Solomon Grundy is concerned because he doesn't want to fight the Justice League again. Arisia generously offers him a gold bar in advance and tells him that she'll take care of the League. Although she is robbing the hell out of Gotham, we all should agree that this woman is a true leader, unlike Luthor. With Diana being banished from Themyscira, Batman dispatches Hawkgirl to the island to investigate upon his request. Hawkgirl does not get to linger too much as she is captured after a short battle with the Amazonian Watch Guards. The new Injustice gang is back on the map as their next robbery of $1 million gem vault takes place. Arisia purposely taunts the Justice League on the surveillance camera as her purpose is to lure them down to the vault. The Injustice gang retrieve millions of dollars worth gems and diamonds, but Arisia has her eyes set on something else. She removes a large ruby from the vault after she orders Star Sapphire to take the gang back to the hideout. Arisia is then confronted by Superman, and the Man of Steel is surprised with the immense strength she possesses. When he withstands her attacks, she throws a gas grenade that infects him with some kind of virus and escapes. Diana, arriving late, recognizes Arisia as they collide with each other. Wonder Woman flies Superman to the Watchtower, while Green Lantern and Flash search for clues to pursue Arisia. Meanwhile, back on the island of Themyscira, Hawkgirl is taken to Queen Hippolyta. Hawkgirl claims that she is a friend of Diana and presents the gold necklace, which, according to Batman, belongs to an Amazonian. Queen Hippolyta quickly recognizes the jewelry as belonging to an Amazon named Arisia. She then tells quite a story about Arisia and her past. Unlike the other Amazons, Arisia was born a mortal in the outside world. As a child, she escaped her country when it was devastated by war, losing her family in the process. She fled in a refugee ship, but it was attacked by pirates at sea, then sunk. Arisia was the sole survivor, and fortunately she drifted to Themyscira, floating piece of wreckage. Queen Hippolyta was the one who found her lying unconsciously on the beach, and the Amazons adopted her, trained her in their arts, and magically gave her super strength. On the lookout tower of Themyscira, Hippolyta and Hawkgirl find Arisia's room empty with a hidden chest containing maps of the outside world and books on germ warfare, which are prohibited to be possessed by any Amazonian under their law. The Injustice gang is watching their new leader do her experiments, but they show their displeasure when Arisia smashes a ruby into dust to make a new chemical. When the Injustice gang confronts Arisia, she smokes them with a gas bomb and knocks them out. Up in the Justice League headquarters, Johns and Wonder Woman are attending to Superman, and they are unable to figure out any cure for his illness. A short time later, Lantern and Flash return to the Watchtower, affected by the same illness. While Batman is ferrying back Hawkgirl from the island, they hear radio reports of disaster striking in the city. Men everywhere are being struck down by the virus, while female emergency workers scramble to control the chaos. And just then, Batman realizes what is actually happening.
It's like some kind of plague, and half the city's got it.
Yes, the male half.
After the takeover, Arisia reveals to Sapphire and Tsukuri that her plan is nothing less than to kill off the entire male population of the world, which she sees as the source of all its suffering, and even the two Injustice Gang members are surprised by that level of evil. While Batman, Hawkgirl, and Diana are doing their best to aid the emergency workers, Batman is likewise struck down after he gave his last drops of energy to prevent a fatal accident from happening. With the Batman back in the Watchtower and John ministering to the male members of the team, only Diana and Hawkgirl are left to capture Arisia and the Injustice Gang. Or what's left of the gang, to be precise.
Arisia's just taking your precious Amazon code to its logical extension.
We don't teach hatred.
Except when it comes to men.
Arisia and her accomplices sneak into a military base to apprehend a stealth bomber jet. Before they take off, they are confronted by none other than the Queen Hippolyta, who has left the island to try and convince Arisia to stop. Arisia refuses and subdues Hippolyta and takes her prisoner. Meanwhile, the female emergency forces are able to handle the rising situation at the city, and they manage to keep matters under control. Diana and Hawkgirl are lured to the base by Star Sapphire after she helped them to save some people. Unfortunately, Sapphire attacks them again at the base, and both are knocked out from behind by Arisia's accomplices. Diana and Hawkgirl are unable to stop the Injustice Gang from taking off with Queen Hippolyta on board. Hawkgirl finds a sample of the virus among their dropped things, and she takes to the skies in the Javelin to bring the samples to the Watchtower. But when she calls the Watchtower to alert John, he has also been infected. Quite the unfortunate situation, but what can you do, right? At the same time, Diana takes off after Arisia, who is planning to launch a set of cruise missiles into the atmosphere that will spread the virus all over the world. When Sapphire decides to attack Diana, Hawkgirl arrives in the Javelin to join Diana, and they board the plane. The two teams get into battle once again, and this time Queen Hippolyta interferes with the group by emerging from the holding cell after breaking her chains. According to the Queen, Arisia should be grateful to the fact that she is even alive today. It seems that back in the day when Arisia was washed on the shore, it was due to a heroic action taken by the ship's captain to save her and bring her to safety. He died of exhaustion just as they reached the island, and was buried on Themyscira, the only man who lies there. Arisia is shocked, and asked why Hippolyta never told her about it before. Hippolyta simply said that she thought it didn't matter, and that he didn't matter, which she now regrets deeply for. But it is too late to reverse her hatred of men, saying that one man's actions do not reverse the actions of all men, and initiates the launch sequence, after kicking the Queen out of the aircraft and into a lethal freefall. As she fights with Diana, Hawkgirl rescues Hippolyta and then smashes the bay doors with her mace, jamming them shut and leaving the missiles to fire inside the plane. Tsukuri and Sapphire bail, while Arisia hits Diana hard enough to knock her out of the plane. As Arisia tries to regain control, the bomber explodes with her inside. Aboard the Watchtower, the male members of the League have recovered thanks to Hawkgirl finding Arisia's notes, allowing her to synthesize an antidote. Superman and Lantern are distributing the antidote in the city. Diana laments that Arisia was never exposed to the men's world, or she might have seen that some of them have noble qualities as well. And just like that, Diana has to reconsider when she gets a sight of Flash's manners. In a world where justice should and will prevail, we cannot underestimate each other's role in the society, nor should we condemn each other for their part in this unimaginable journey of life. Remember, people, we need everyone around us, one way or the other. Do you know why the Justice League is so powerful and untouchable? That's because they are a team, and they understand the value of being together, looking out for each other. Thank you for watching Second Look. Like, comment, share, and subscribe for more awesome videos. Have a nice day.